Beloved being, as you stand before us, today we witness your reverence, your humbleness through your human form. We honor your presence here today, in this moment. We would ask you to lift your eyes to us, set your sights upon us. For we sense within you so much reverence that you feel you cannot withstand the love of this light that we bring forth. You hold a fear of connecting fully. We release this here through the ears. You are trying to remember this connection, and we see through the mind that this is working. Your mind is working to try to remember, but we would say that it is not through the mind you will remember, it is through your heart. And then you build this remembrance into and through the mind as you facilitate the mental release. So as you feel into the love connection through your heart, this becomes a recognition, a knowing within your body that you gently and gradually attune to. It is a bit like adding pieces of string to a spool to build the diameter, the bulk of this spool outward, so that it has more depth and more form. But this is not processed through the mind. The mind releases. The mind releases out these old instructions. The mind is useful as you have gained knowledge of the human experience, of how to perform certain tasks that are required for human beings. But it is not the mind that will drive this process, it is the heart. We would like to continue speaking into your form. We see she is still hesitant to accept this light. We see she is heartbroken. see that she works very hard to stand within this stature of what she knows her light form to be, and that she holds this regalness, this honoring of light form, and yet it is almost as if she is wearing a shell of a costume, even though it is of her signature. Underneath this, there is shame, great shame. Having felt that she has failed, is behind time. We would like to bring forth the golden spheres of light to her feet now. We would like to bring forth the indigo spheres, which she takes within her hands now, and which begin to activate through her throat to release this grief, this crying which wants to come up through her human. She does not allow the release. There is confusion that the release of the grief and the sorrow means failure, means misalignment. There is this idea that controlling the human response is light mastery. This is of emerald disturbance through the field. This needing to appear within perfection, perfected state of being. We come into release from the back of the heart these false angelic wings. And assisting through the mind. We see now that she comes to kneel, to sit within her garden space. To cultivate flower arrangements, because she is able to coordinate specific essences for the return of remembrance for other beings, as if picking a bouquet of unique combinations to be presented to others. We see that through your presence and through the use of your voice in conversing with another one-on-one, face-to-face, that the other's field is attuned, that you are providing guidance through your resonant frequency. So the manner in which you interact should be one in which the other speaks of their current circumstances, and you return this input through recoded frequency that will awaken their return to their intuition. internal light. We could even say that your field is that of master manipulator, in that you are able to manipulate the energy that you receive from the other and recode the transmission back to them in a way that is aligned and pure to their blueprint. You are similar to a librarian, and that your wisdom is vast. You have the ability to receive others from all walks of life because you are merely recoding what they present to you through your human. You would not require previous knowledge of their situations or situational details. Do not forget, you also have the assistance of your star station. There is resistance to being in this realm. You feel trapped and restricted by the lineage through which you arrived here through this indigo range. And if we look at what is beneath these rose tones, this energy would become unbound, and through form, structure is required. So this indigo range was the structure that you took on. It was best perceived fit for your mission.